Hello everyone, welcome to another motovlog on my channel. My name is Marshall3498, and on today's motovlog it's going to be motorcycle related as usual on my channel. And this motovlog is going to be about a small bore Grom clone, we'll say. Something that may be almost as good as a Grom, but like $500 cheaper and totally different in a good way, in some ways not so much. And that is the CF Moto Papio SS. Now the SS is like their modern retro small bore. I know it's a weird category, but hear me out. It's got undertail exhaust like a you know, an early to mid 2000s CBR RR. So it's got that, which is cool because nobody else does that in the small bore game. It is a 126 cc small bore. The Grom is a 125, whatever. The newest gen Groms, as of filming this, as in 2024, are 5-speed transmissions. Well, the CF Moto is a 6-speed, so that does help, you know, space out the gearing of that little revvy motor. They do make a little less power than the Grom, though, from what I can tell, and my stats don't quote me on this. The Grom makes about 9 horsepower, and the CF Moto makes like in the low 8 horsepower, which, whatever, you know, a little bit of tune, stuff like that, maybe an ECU flash, get it up to that Grom number, and aftermarket exhaust. I'm sure both bikes, like bone stock, are probably really close. Let's be honest, small bores aren't fast or powerful. That's not what, you know, they're made for or designed for. And I'm very interested to ride a small bore bike like that, and I have got in touch with one of my somewhat local CF Moto dealers, and they actually will let me test ride one for about 30 minutes. So they said when they get one in this year, as of filming this in 2024, the Papio SS looks really great. I'll put a link to Chase's two-wheel first ride video in the description so you get more know what I'm talking about. But all this is a motovlog, and basically a rolling podcast that, you know, what the bike, I think they're just cool, and there's something different in the small bore game. So like I said, I think they're a cool motorcycle. They have like two round front headlights. You know, they have lots of cool stuff, I think. And unlike the Grom, which, you know, give or take, some people may hate it for this, the Grom is not rear ABS, which lets you act like a hooligan a little bit and lock up the rear brake and do stunts and stuff when appropriate and not on public roads. The CF Moto has ABS in the rear, which, if you're not stunning the bike and acting like a goofball and playing, is a better thing, I think, for street riding, because then you have ABS front and rear. You know, I rode motorcycles for going on 8 years now. I know how to ride a bike without ABS. I did it for a while before I got this bike, which is a 2016 Yamaha FJR 1300, for any of you watching this who are wondering. ABS is the thing that you learn how to ride. I think you should learn how to ride without ABS. That way when you ride a bike with ABS, you ride it the same, but then when you ride a bike without ABS, when you go back to it, you don't just instinctively in your head ride like you don't have ABS, when in fact you don't, and you're about to low side the bike. But you know, that there are pluses and minuses for that, I do believe, as far as riding a bike with ABS. It's much safer for the street, especially for the newer beginner rider, and that's probably why CF Moto chose to put that on the rear as well, which is a good thing. It's got a cool looking little dash. Like I said, you know, so is the Papio SS as good as, you know, the one who started the small bore game, Honda Grom? I don't know. But I'd be willing to find out and see, and really see what the whole small bore thing is all about. Like, to see, you know, how great is it, and, you know, is it as much fun as it's cracked up to be? I don't know until I ride one and see for myself. So let's talk about it in the comments. Who you think makes a better small bore? Some people may come out and say try 125, and those bikes have their place too. They're more of an adventure bike too, or a dual sport, not adventure bike. But on that, guys, that's all I have for today's motovlog. If you've not already done so, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Sorry, I'm watching for this car to make sure they look at me, which I never did. That's great. But on that, guys, ride safe and have fun. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.